Hold on. Let me crank it up a little bit. Dance with me, Cap.
Step into a world where imagination reigns. Swords will clash, spells are cast, we roll, we play our games. The many sides of roleplay are a welcome or surprise. So step inside, get ready to roll with Paulie, need your power, guys.
I think I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Let's we're gonna pop one over and watch this video from D&D Direct. If anybody out there has seen it, this isn't gonna be news to you, but if you haven't seen it yet, let's watch and see what the bus is see what the fuss is about. So now eventually we're gonna move from the library into the viewing room when we go to do stuff like this, but for now we'll just have to watch it in the library. All right, this is everybody ready? All right, let's watch this here. Let me know if you guys can hear it, okay?
I voyaged far in skies unknown, by seeking treasure unforetold, and from the stars.
All right, I'm gonna stop right here. Cap, do you know the significance of what's going on in this scene?
Not really, but it looks like he is traveling somewhere, and obviously somewhere important because he is dressed nicely.
This right here.
I would say it looks like they're going in, or they're in some type of their own dimension. I guess correctly.
I mean, not really.
You're not close enough.
It sort of is, maybe for lack of a better term. But what is in that area around them? You know, does that look like some stars, some clouds, and stuff like that? That's space, Cap. That is
I was going to
space.
say it looks like they're in a ship, obviously. And now they're in the sky.
This down here, I don't know if you guys can see it. This little elliptical thing right down here, that's a planet. So
What planet is that?
That is TBD, to be determined. But anyway, Cap, this right here, all the nerds cried out in delight when they saw this, because this is a representation of Spelljammer. Spelljammer. Well, I'll just let it play. See that you got the ship flying through space with the bubble around it.
Yeah.
I see that there. Okay.
So they can go in space.
So they can go in space. They got to carry their own oxygen with them because there's no oxygen in the phlogiston. But we'll explain that in a second.
And this is not to be confused with the Starjammers.
That was that was a cartoon though, wasn't it?
No, that is Scotty Summers' dad.
All right, we're gonna continue.
I voyaged far in skies unknown.
You got the captain there up at the front.
Treasure unforetold, and from the stars and darkness deep, I find my way back home.
He's going looking for his parents or something.
To the wind our caution's thrown, adventures high, our wills are stone. We journey.
Okay, all right, Cap. You see that? You see that handsome-looking creature right there?
Yes.
Yeah, that is a GIF. A GIF. He's a hippopotamus.
I was just about to ask, is he a hippo?
He's a space hippo.
He's a space hippo.
How cool is that? A space hippo.
Pretty cool.
There's a whole bunch of new characters that we're gonna see in a second there. So that is a spelljamming space hippo. All right.
Seeking treasure bright, and now we sail for home.
See the spaceport there?
What is that?
That is a space hamster. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. These are beloved characters. This is a big deal.
Really?
This is a big deal. Boo! Little space hamster. They have giant space hamsters in Spelljammer. I'm not even kidding.
So they get bigger than that.
They get giant.
Ah, now it's cool.
So
I gotta say that.
With dreams of riches unforetold, we venture off to shores unknown. We sail our ship across the stars to
All right, you see that right there with the crying hamster?
Yeah.
Okay, but that wasn't. So there's a helm. So anybody who doesn't know what a spelljamming ship is, it's like a regular ship, only has the ability to fly, but it flies by magic means, and there has to be something called a helm attached to it. So the helm is a magic item that steers the the spell jamming ship. Okay, so, and look here. See this squid-looking ship up in the corner? Hey, eyes topside, sailor. I know, Mike, with the jokes. I was in space once. Let's call it Space Whale. So, do you see this little squid-looking ship here?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a nautiloid. Have you ever see, what are they called? Mind flayers? They're like these space creatures with tentacle faces and stuff. They fly around in those ships called nautiloids. Anyway, let's continue.
So that, like, this is already an established.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is already established.
Whoa.
Yes, Spelljammer was huge in the day, back in the day. Yeah, Lisa says D&D lore gets pretty off the wall in Spelljammer. It does. Like, you want a set that like throws all tropes and stereotypes of creatures out the window? It's Spelljammer. Spelljammer is wild.
I like it already.
Yeah, it is really cool, and people have been clamoring for it for a while. And I was watching this today, and I'm like, this is great. This hour-long program we're gonna get. If they're leading with Spelljammer, what else are we getting? What more could be in store for us in D&D 22? What else? We're a minute in, and already we've seen Boo the Space Hamster. We've seen Space Pirates. We've seen GIF. We've seen Nautiloids. We've seen Helms. We've seen Spelljammer confirmed. My mind was so excited. Anyway, let's continue.
Treasure far from.
Space gods. Look, see that giant space monster there?
Yeah.
That's like giant space gods. Like think when you saw Nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy. Think that.
Right.
Think Spelljammer. Think playing Guardians of the Galaxy is kind of what you're doing with magic.
Right.
All right, let's continue on.
Is that a dragon?
That's a dragon and a whale. All right, so we're gonna let this roll for a bit because it's pretty self-explanatory.
So are we pre-ordering? Happening?
Nah,
It's exciting stuff. Now
it is exciting. It's very exciting.
Wow, what an incredible way to kick off our show today.
That's what I said.
I'm so stoked Spelljammer is coming out.
Which means I can finally say Spelljammer confirmed.
They've been talking about it
the
for a while.
The time has come to welcome one and all to the first ever D&D Direct, a show packed with all the exciting, entertaining, and epic information you'll need to immerse yourself in the world of Dungeons & Dragons for 2022 and beyond.
See, he had me here. He had me. I was like, yes.
I'm excited.
Give me the epicness. Give me all the epicness for 2022 and beyond. I'm ready. They're going to drop some stuff in this hour-long programming. Wait a minute. It's not an hour. Anyway.
I'm B. Dave Walters.
And I'm Anna Prosser, and we are truly honored to be your host today.
For the next 30 minutes, we are going to travel.
Oh, I hate to keep interrupting B. Dave, but listen, if anybody else there likes watching D&D but hasn't seen B. Dave Walters' DM, the man's fantastic. You should definitely go see him. And I've seen Anna Prosser before, but I can't. It's like, it's not sticking with me. I know the name and I know the face. Although I feel like her hair was shorter the next time. Anyway, take it away, B. Dave.
Between worlds, from role-playing games to video games to
point,
entertainment
like,
and partner
30
reveals.
minutes?
So gather around as we bring
It's
you
like
the
30.
most exciting and up-to-the-minute D&D announcements right now.
We have exclusive content from Wizards of the Coast, Perfect World, Paramount Pictures, and many more to show you just how vast and captivating the world of Dungeons & Dragons is for all the ways that
The Paramount Pictures.
Paramount Pictures.
What I'm waiting for.
Right? I was like, oh, we're going to get a trailer. We're going to get a trailer. This is going to be awesome.
Year.
Yes, it's gonna come up. This is awesome. This whole show, we're gonna get some stuff, man. Calista says, I love this interview with R.A. Salvatore. Yes, he did an interview with R.A. Salvatore, the guy who writes Neverwinter.
Drizzt?
The Drizzt stories. He's done an awful lot of stuff.
Oh,
but
I know R.A. Salvatore.
It's a really good. He's a good Italian boy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Salvatore. R.A. Salvatore.
we
Anyway.
players love to engage.
First, we're going to take you on a deeper dive into the Spelljammer universe with a look into Spelljammer Adventures in Space.
I'm going to try not to talk too much over this.
Space.
Whoa, I'm sucked in.
Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Perkins. I am the project lead on Spelljammer Adventures in Space. And this is
Tristan Falcone. We're so excited to talk to you about Spelljammer.
Not associated with Falcone crime family.
Are you reading my mind?
I knew what you were going to say. I knew what you were going to say. Yep. Anyway, let's just go.
Stay out of
Deep
there.
space meets deep sea. My favorite thing about Spelljammer, the thing that brought me to it in the first place, is that it combines all of the excitement of a nautical exploration. Instead of teleporting from A to B, we're gonna get in a ship and we're gonna take the really, really long way around.
Yeah, the scenic route, right? Where you get to see all the cool stuff that you
Scenic route. Get it? Hey, Mike. Why do parrots like to take the long way on the ocean? Because they want to take the scenic route. I'm sorry, let's go.
can't see on the highway, like cities built on asteroids and monster lairs carved out of asteroids and dead gods floating in the ether. These are the kinds of sights that players will get to experience on board the deck of a ship. Spelljammer is a campaign set.
Now this is cool. Now we're getting... Okay, I will give them this. Like I said, at this point, 3 minutes in, I was super excited.
Yeah.
Like, way
This is cool.
excited. I mean, look at all the stuff you get in this box. You get...
I really want that.
Yes. No, I mean,
That should be my first DM campaign.
This is seriously the first thing from 5th edition, like more than Ravenloft. I'm not going to lie. I was happy when they said they were bringing Ravenloft back, but more than the Ravenloft book, I am super excited for this because this has a lot of the stuff in there that the old box sets used to have. But I will let Chris Perkins tell you what's in this box set.
Setting in a slipcase with 3 books, a DM screen, and a poster map.
Double-sided.
There's 3 64-page hardcover books. The first book is called The Astral Adventurer's Guide, and it's aimed at players and DMs because not only does it have everything the DM needs to know to run.
Let me stop you right here to answer JJ's question. Yes, Spelljammer is set in the Astral Sea, apparently. So, and let me address this too. 3 hardcover books, 64 pages each. I've been clamoring for this. You know that, right, Cap? I've been clamoring for this. This is like the return to the proper form of the campaign setting. Like, and none of this like here's your single book, you know, with no pull-out maps or anything like that. You know, this is a bit of return to form. And I credit oh my goodness. The guy, yeah, I'll come back to it. I'll let you know who I credit in a little bit. But anyway.
Campaigns and adventures set in wild space, but it also has options for players in it, including 6 new playable race options. The Astral Elves.
These are elves with starlight in their eyes. They've left the Feywild and they want to go be in space.
Autognomes, which are mechanical gnomes, built gnome tough.
What's the next one?
The Hadozi.
Oh, the Hadozi. Yeah, the flying monkey.
Yes, flying monkeys. Because what pirate ship isn't complete without flying monkeys?
I want one.
You want to play as one, or you want one? Because I'd play as a flying monkey pirate.
I'm gonna play as one, and I want one.
The best is coming. So again, 4 minutes in, they had me.
I'm excited.
Right?
I'm excited,
Yes.
super excited.
And then we have the GIF. GIF.
Agree to disagree, but sure.
Agree to
The GIF,
disagree. I'll
or
give it that
GIF,
as funny.
are a race of hippo-headed folk who don't know where they came from, not sure where they're going. They're looking for home in all the wrong places. Then we have plasmoids.
You get to play as a
Plasmoids. Okay,
What?
hippopotamuses and plasmoids, slime balls. Spelljammer's bonkers, dude. It is bonkers. Spelljammer's fantastic.
I wasn't ready for that one.
I know. Plasmoids?
Be a slime dude.
Slime creatures from outer space. Slime creatures from outer
You get
space.
stabbed and it just goes right through you.
There's probably damage rules, but I gotta imagine there's
cool.
probably some resistances there and stuff like that.
That's
But did
really
you
cool,
see
though.
what it
I
was
like
riding
that.
though? Did you see what it was riding?
I did not see. Oh, he was riding a big hamster.
A giant space hamster.
sure.
The GIF,
I'm
or
just gonna get
GIF,
the GIF.
are a race of hippo-headed folk who
Right,
don't know
wasn't
where
it?
they came from, not sure where they're going. They're looking for home in all the wrong places. Then we have the plasmoids.
Look at that.
You get to play as
Pause
a
it.
slime.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
so
missed it.
Yes,
excited.
our first character race where you are an ooze. And then we've got the Thrycreen, which
See, I always pronounced it 3 crane. But I can see why it's Thri-Kreen, I guess. But I always put it as a Thri-Kreen.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Thri-Kreen were also integral to the Dark Sun setting. They're basically giant ants. You get to play as a telekinetic. Here's an interesting thing where it says insectoid humanoids that have telepathy. As we all know, telepathy is a psychic trait. So, are we going to see psionics in Spelljammer?
I'm sure they do some damage with that.
Oh, I'm sure probably. Oh, yeah. All right, let's continue.
Which are insectile humanoids that have telepathy, so you can have silent conversations with your friends. Mm-hmm. And they have carapaces that can actually change color and hue to blend into their surroundings.
I love them.
Nice.
You gotta have the bug folk. The second book, which
Boo's
is called
Astral
Boo's
Menagerie.
Astral Menagerie, named after the very famous miniature giant space hamster, is a bestiary of new monsters for the setting. For instance, there are space clowns.
There's also vampirates, murder comets.
Giant space hamsters. There are
murder comets. Sentient comets.
If I can't be a murder comet,
you can fight a murder comet. I don't know.
No.
I don't think murder comet's a playable race.
No,
Just
they're going to
saying.
make that playable. It's going down.
Vampirates.
There will be some furniture moving if I can't be a murder comet.
And vampirates, did you catch that?
I did, but
That's awesome.
then I saw a murder comet.
So again, I mean, what are you thinking at this point? Like, you don't know a whole lot about Spelljammer, admittedly.
Yeah.
But looking at this, doesn't this look awesome?
It makes me want to play like right now.
It's like fantastic. This is what I like about settings, the diversity in settings. You know, like you want them to not be just like the Forgotten Realms. You want these settings very different.
This is new.
To have very different flavors, yes. So anyway, let's continue. Giant
For
space
instance,
hamsters.
there are space
clowns.
clowns.
There's also vampirates, murder comets.
Giant space hamsters. There are solar dragons and lunar dragons. All kinds of creatures. And the third and final book is an adventure. And it's called Light of Xerixis. It is an all-new D&D adventure set in wild space in the Astral Sea. And it's got how many episodes?
12 episodes, believe it or not.
12
and each
episodes
one of those
in the
ends
adventure.
in a cliffhanger.
I know, you jerk.
I know, until you get to the, of course, conclusion where
Everything goes absolutely buck wild, and you'll have to see for yourself.
Spelljammer
walking
Adventures in
around,
Space,
the murder comet
coming in
hits you.
August 2022.
August, is that right?
Yeah.
Chris?
August.
Is
It's
there
not
anything we can do in the
So-
meantime to get going?
Oh, wait,
My
yes,
birthday
in
is
July,
in August.
we are going to release a prequel adventure. All you need is a Wizards account, sign up now, and set sail for the stars.
I love.
So what do you think about that? That's
I'm really excited for Spelljammer.
6 minutes in. I'm like, this is fantastic. They hit
This
us
is
with
gonna be
Spelljammer
huge.
out the block. This is going to be huge. I think I have a Wizards of the Coast account. So to sign up for Wizard to get that stuff, the pre-order, the what you call it, you have to have a Wizards account. And yes, I actually do have a Wizards account. So okay, just double checking because I'll be signing up for that to get the
only
pre-order
right.
to get the pre-order adventure. So anyway.
You already had me, but then you threw in a murder comet.
Because he respected their piracy. Anyway, let's continue to take a look. We're 6 minutes in.
Spelljammer,
And,
and I
we talked about
cannot wait to
Spelljammer.
further explore the Astral Sea with these books. And here's something else that greatly enhances your Spelljammer expeditions. Our partner WizKids has created an entire collection of spacefaring figurines. Let's take a look at the exclusive preview
let's take
now.
a look. Let's take a look at
Give me
this.
a murder comet.
There are worlds
Border comic
beyond
figurines.
worlds. Cold, hot, light, dark, watery, and earthen.
Right?
They all share one basic need.
Phlogiston.
A need
Oh,
for
no.
heroes.
No, that's not it.
Attention Voyagers, at long last the epic space fantasy returns.
In a world.
Elevate your Spelljammer campaign with Icons of the Realms
Really
miniatures
get me
from
excited to play
WizKids.
Spelljammer.
Take on a
I mean, where did they dig the 80s aesthetic back from? Like, When did pink and purple become like the colors, man? Like seriously.
Look, Miami Vice started it all.
Yes, Miami Vice started it off back in the day. I mean, like they literally.
I mean, they're cool. They're cool colors.
They're okay, but they're everywhere. I mean, you show me a streamer that doesn't have purple and pink in his like thing somewhere. I mean, look, we got one here in the chat. Nerd Executive, purple, pink. Hell, I got purple library. I got my purple and pink lights on in the library. They're muted.
Ryan literally has Don Johnson gear on right now.
He does. He's sitting there. He's tapping the shades down. He's like, "What you talking about, Cap?"
No socks.
Nothing. No white suit on. Anyway, but that aesthetic is like that's all the rage. And then the announcer sounds like he's straight out of the '80s too. And the synth pop, man.
Yeah, it is. Man. It is kind of old school, and I like it.
It's big old school. I didn't say anything. Ryan just got offended. He said, "Hey, what's wrong with pink, bro?" I didn't say anything's wrong with it. It's just very specific.
Get him, Ryan.
Pink and purple is very specific aesthetic. Anyway, let's continue. So they're gonna show us a bunch of the miniatures and stuff here. So let's take a look at the miniatures.
The cosmic enemy with new playable races, NPCs, and otherworldly creatures from the depths of wild space.
Yeah.
Like Dohor and Space Swine.
Dohor and
Giant
Space Swine.
Space Hamster. And the menacing Void Scavenger. Enhance your storytelling experience with 2-in-1 combined figures. Now, you're ready to face any danger in the Astral Sea.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, almost any. Maximize your immersion with gargantuan models.
Astral Dreadnought.
Or get tactical. Only you can vanquish the threat of destruction and prevent.
All right, did you see that? Ship scale figures. So basically, you will have a star chart, and then they will have ships. Like you could actually plan out like these huge ship battle maps in space. Which, I mean, is pretty cool, but, you know, you do have the 3D aspect to deal with. Because, like, ships, like, that was one thing that made Spelljammer combat in...
So now you're going to fight, like, up and down as well as around.
Yep. It gets crazy. The Astral Dreadnought is terrifying. Like, the Astral Dreadnought is to Spelljammer as the Tarrasque is to the Forgotten Realms. Basically. It's not a creature. It's an event. It's like it's an apocalypse. Anyway, all right, let's continue.
Calamity. Welcome to Spelljammer.
I'm liking it.
I like it.
Collect all Icons of the Realms figures online or at your local game store this fall.
All right, dndmemes.com.
You can collect this devastating dreadnought and all the other Spelljammer figures at your local game store this summer.
Next, we want to bring you the latest on Baldur's Gate 3. So let's check in with Sven at Larian Studios for a look at all.
All right, so that's out of the way. So.